Hi, my name is Gokul Narayan, and I'm a faculty of law, specifically information technology and intellectual property. And like I always say, it is irrelevant for the purpose of this video. And we have Aditya, come on,
Hi,
Dr.
I'm Aditya
Aditya
Nair.
Nain. In any case, he is an expert at finance, and I can vouch for that. Today's video is very relevant. Something that I experienced in my life, which Aditya was kind enough to, how do I say this, guide me through. So this is where I found myself about 2 years back. I had 2 credit cards. Thankfully, they were not very high value credit cards because I knew that I don't have very, how do I say this, very good spending habits. I'm slightly reckless, and it took the idea of living in the moment very, very literally, and enjoyed it thoroughly. But what I did end up doing was 2 credit cards maxed out. Thank God I had only two. So $1.5 lakh in debt, credit card bills, which I was paying a little bit more than what was the minimum balance. If the minimum balance was about 10 grand, I was paying about 12 and a half, 13 grand per credit card. I was making zero investment because all the money was going into settling whatever was outstanding on my credit cards. And basically, it was a difficult place to be in. So, Aditya, can you just help us figure this out?
Yeah, so Gokul, this can happen to anyone. In fact, it does happen a lot where people have one credit card and then you have a second, and then before you know it, you have a third, and then maybe you're thinking about getting a fourth if anyone will give it to you. And this is because credit card, as everyone knows, allows you to spend beyond the immediate cash that you have, right? Because the bank's basically loaning you money
Correct.
for an exorbitant interest rate, which, by the way, I think should be outlawed and illegal. Let me just say
Correct.
that is ridiculous.
It's about 3.5 to 4% per month, which basically is about 36% per annum, 40% per annum.
So the idea, Gokul, is that from a financial discipline perspective, you never want to have high interest loans outstanding
Correct.
for the simple reason that they're just going to compound on each other
Correct.
or compound on itself rather. And with somebody who can't keep up to date with the complete payments. So if you're making, let's say, only minimum payments or partial payments, then you're always playing catch up and trying to make up for the money that you didn't pay into the card the previous month. And
Correct.
because the
Correct.
interest rates are so high, uh, the more time that the more time that you take paying off your credit card, the worse the debt balloons into, and the bigger it gets, and then it's
Yeah.
just a cycle of doom then.
Correct.
So
Been there, guys. Been there.
So we don't want to do that. So the principle in getting debt free, Gokul, is to A, try and consolidate your debts into, if possible, a lower interest rate debt. What this means is, let's say you have two credit cards
Yeah.
and both of them, you're struggling to pay both of them off. What you want to try and do is get a personal loan, for instance. And the reason the personal loan is more beneficial than having credit cards is the interest rate on a personal loan is much lower than a credit card. It's still going to be
Correct. Correct.
high. Like, I mean, you can tell us what it's possibly at approximately, but it's
So,
way
so,
less.
so what I ended up paying on my personal loan, which I think I took from Axis Bank at that point in time, was about 14% rate of interest. But I've known people who are paying as high as 19 during the pandemic, where they've taken up personal loans which are as high as 19. But I think, like you pointed out, even taking a loan at 19% is way better than paying off about 36% or 40% on a credit card outstanding.
Right, absolutely. I mean, you'll take what you can get, right? Ideally, you want something less than as low as possible. Look, a personal loan is also going to be pretty expensive, not as much as a credit card, but pretty expensive because it's unsecured. That means, there's nothing that the bank can come after you for if you default on it. Unlike
Correct.
a home loan, right, where there's always the house that the bank can take, or a car
Correct.
loan where the
Correct.
car that can be repossessed. So an unsecured loan is always going to be more expensive. That means a higher interest rate. But what you want to do is then maybe get a personal loan and consolidate your credit card debt into one personal loan. Makes it easier to handle, reduces the interest rate.
This is just a lot more than mere understanding investments. This is actually understanding wealth accumulation in general. And it's never too late to start, and it's never too late to get debt free. You just need a change in attitude, is what I feel. See, you're the evolved creature who never fell for this trap. But there is hope for other people when they see another person stuck and then get out of it and say, "Oh, you
Credit
did
card
it."
trap?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah, I've always kept my credit card limits very low. Because
yeah.
look,
You're smart.
I know,
Yeah.
no, it's not about being smart. I know that if I increase it, I'll spend it. Because what stops you from spending more, right?
All right. So, guys, I hope you like this episode. I hope it makes sense to you. We've actually not put it down into steps because those steps would vary from person to person, and therefore we don't want to say that this is a blueprint to get out of debt. Like Aditya says, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up or share it if you so like to. Aditya?
Yeah, and don't forget the subscribe button and the bell icon. So
Oh yeah,
important.
all of that. Yeah, please do that.